Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this ANBOKAI LED ceiling light. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So here it says high brightness, high CRI, that's the color rendering index, waterproof, 20,000 hour long service life, 80% energy save. So that 80% would likely be over incandescent lighting. So this has this little energy scale and it says A++ rating. Here's some specs on the side. This goes from 85 to 265 volts AC. It says 80 to 60 hertz. Color temperature is warm, natural, or cold. Power is 24 watts. CRI is greater than 80. This model is white. So this model has an adjustable color temperature feature. So I'll get it pulled out. So there are two of them. I'll put one away for now. So here are the instructions. This is the back side. It has the specs. Let's see if there's anything else on here that we haven't seen yet. It has beam angle is 120 degrees. LED body size is 300 by 25 millimeters. LED beads is SMD 2835, 168 beads. Luminous effect is 110 to 150 lumens per watt. Luminous flux is 2520 lumens. Lifespan is greater than 30,000 hours. Light color is 3000 to 6000 K. CRI is greater than 85. Packing list is one LED ceiling light, but this is a 2-pack, so it has two. 3 screws, 3 screw caps. Here are the installation instructions. So it has this plate you install and then you put the light on it. So this is the plate. This will unscrew and lift off. So this would mount to something like your ceiling box here. So those screws line up on the inside. And here we have some screws and anchors. So you can also just screw this into some studs, or you could use the anchors and put them in the sheetrock. You got to be careful about doing that. Well, this also has some wire connectors in here. So these you can put the wires in either side and crimp down on them and it will tighten them. So it's a type of wire nut. So I'm going to temporarily hook this up so I can plug it in and test it on my bench. Okay, so I have this wired up to a plug. I'll turn it on. There we go. So this has a feature where you can change the color temperature by turning it off and turning it back on. So this is the cool temperature, this is the warm, and this is the more white. So in the morning, to help wake up, you might want that cooler temperature. And then in the evening, you might want the warm to help adjust your eyes to going to sleep. And then during the day, you might want the white. So I do have a power meter hooked up to this. We're on the warm temperature, it's drawing 24.6 watts. On the white light, it's 23.6 watts. And on the cooler color, it's about 25 watts or so. So this has a very even light coming out of here. So let's look at the construction here. You can see it's just under 1 inch thick. And is about 11 3/4 inches across. So this comes with 2 lights, and these lights, like many LED lights, have a long lifespan. Now I would say if you're buying a lot of these, say you're putting 8 of these in a room, like a very large room, you might want to buy some spares in case one of these dies 10 years down the road. You may have trouble finding this exact light, and if you have a spare on hand, you can replace it with the exact fixture. Now if you have 1 or 2 of these, you could just maybe buy 1 or 2 lights down the road to replace them. But if you have a lot of these, you may want them to be all matching. So you'll need to make your own determination. And that's not just for this light, that's for any LED fixture. You need to consider the future, that these could last a long time. Now, it might get to a point where it's so far in the future, it doesn't matter and you're ready to update anyway. But if these still have life left in them and you want to change up your lighting scheme, you could always repurpose these in a shop or a closet, a garage. You don't have to throw these away, you can use them somewhere else. So being that it has a low profile here, unlike say an old school can light, you don't have to go inside your attic and have a big tube in there that's letting a lot of heat out of your house. This can mount right up to the box or right up to the ceiling. This will also work great in a basement, and that's where I'm going to put this one, where you don't have a lot of ceiling height. So this is only sticking down 1 inch, this will fit perfectly. If you consider like a ceramic base with a bulb and a chain hanging off of it, that takes up a lot more room than something like this, so you're not going to hit your head on this. So I'm going to go install this, then I'll take a look at my installation. Okay, so here I have the light installed over this utility sink, so I can flip it on and off. We can see the color temperature is changing. So here's the warm, here's the white, and here's the cool. So here's the inside of the sink. Now it is dirty, this is what we use for cleaning paintbrushes and such, but turn it on, there you go. So this light is very bright. So you can use a light like this to light up, say, over a sink like I'm using, and this is plenty bright for that. But you can also just light up a whole bedroom or say half of a kitchen with this. This is probably brighter than you would need for a closet unless you had a walk-in closet or a walk-in pantry. This could also be used in a bathroom, garage, shop. There are many options for a light like this. Okay, so I'm filming this out of order. I just wanted to sum this up here. So here's the second one. So you do get 2 of these. So that's the ANBOKAI 24-watt flush mount LED light. So if you're looking for a modern way to light up your space, this is a great option. If you want to be able to adjust the color temperature using the light switch, then this is also great for that. So different times of the day you can change the color temperature to best suit your needs. And it doesn't have an extra interface, you just use your light switch to do that. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.